Ladies and gentlemen, the following podcast is set for one episode. Your host from Columbus, Ohio, is Michael Kirk. Welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast. Hello and welcome to the Outlaw Mudcast, your digital audio dirt sheet for all things Super Show. As I record this on March 21st, 2021, we are coming off a very successful Sunshine Smackdown 2 weekend. Before I get into what happened during this weekend, I just want to thank the guys down at FCW, in particular Bob Dunn and Chugonomics, Dom Buchter, for running a very successful, not just Saturday tournament, but all weekend. All of the matches were streamed on Dom Buchter's Twitch channel, which is SRG Chugonomics. Dom Buchter is the man behind Chugonomics. Also, Everett Stevens, John Clace. I know those two gentlemen helped out on commentary quite a bit. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize, but big thank you to all of the people who helped make Sunshine Smackdown 2 a success. I view it as a very successful, very smoothly run, both event on Saturday and just matches Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So let's talk about the matches that took place, starting with Thursday. But before we start with Thursday, we've got to go back to Wednesday, because the opening match on Thursday night was scheduled to be a match for a shot at the Tornado Tag Team Championship. Warren Skinner, Stylo, with Manicotti Marinara, was the Tornado Tag Champion going into this weekend. Chris Pate and the SRG boss Steve Resk were scheduled to face off in a match, the winner facing Warren Skinner. The SRG boss decided to pass his opportunity on to somebody else via a tournament Wednesday night, which would start before Talk of the Universe and actually concluded either during or shortly after Talk of the Universe. This tournament, and I don't have all the details, but this tournament had every person in it was playing 3 different Tornado Tag Team decks, and they faced off in best of 3 matches. Chris Pate himself entered into the tournament, so if he won the tournament, there would be no contender match Thursday night. He would just get the shot to face Stylo automatically. Well, the finals of this tournament came down to Chris Pate and Candyman Dan. In the first match, Chris Pate, using Dangerous Alliance, faces off against Candyman's 2 Cats, 2 Purius. And in a repeat of the match that saw Chris Pate lose the Tornado Tag Team Championship, 2 Cats, 2 Purius won. Now remember, this is a best of 3 finals, so they go to the second match. Chris Pate, using the original New World Order, that's the Wooly Bully and Slash Gordon version, not the Phenomenal One and Lady Baba version, face off against the Sheeples champions of Candyman Dan, and the series becomes tied at 1. It goes to the final match. Chris Pate using Tiki Twins, Candyman Dan also using the original New World Order, and Chris Pate walks away as the victor, and therefore he will face Warren Skinner Stylo Saturday for the Tornado Tag Team Championship. As a result, there is no Tornado Tag match to open Thursday night's events. The first match Thursday night, and Thursday night is all about the regional championships, is the first defense for Noel Torres of the Midwest Coast Championship. The Roach, using the Roach, takes on Bobby Ohio using Bobby Ohio. The winner here, Bobby Ohio. Bobby Ohio is the new Midwest Coast champion. Next up, a match for a future shot at the Deep South Championship. There will be a Deep South Championship match on Saturday. This match second on the card for Thursday, determines the next challenger for the championship. We see Jokerfish using the new Mr. Snap take on Micah Swafford using Poco Loco. As a note, last week I reported Jokerfish in a tournament using the original Mr. Snap. He actually used the new version of Mr. Snap. So I just wanted to make that correction before I go forward. The winner here, earning a future shot at the Deep South Championship, Micah Swafford. Congratulations to him. The final match Thursday night, a defense of the LFF Tri-State Championship. Lance Eustache, the philosopher using Gia de los Muertos, is challenged by former LFF World Heavyweight Champion and Underworld Champion Chris Pagillo using his own creation Shaggy Shark. The winner here and still champion, the philosopher. Congratulations to all the winners Thursday night. Friday, there really are no championships on the line. Instead, it's all a series of, for lack of a better term, grudge matches. We open with Hold the Line Harry, playing as Hold the Line Harry, taking on JVD using Rob Van Dam. The winner here, Hold the Line Harry. Next up, in a Beast Unchained match, Edo Ortiz, the Friend, as everybody, takes on Joe Sylvester as Sammy the Draw Callahan. In a very short match, Edo Ortiz walks away as the victor. Surprisingly short, but that leads into the next match, a no disqualification, no countout match. Candy Ma'am, playing as Bjorn the Norseman, faces off against the corrugated cardboard villain, who may or may not be Kylan Booker, playing as Overdog. The winner here ends up being Candy Ma'am as Bjorn the Norseman. So, I'm not sure if Candy Ma'am is representing the Rack Pack here or the Armada here, but she walks away as the victor in the third of 6 matches Friday night. Next up, we have a tag team match. Kid Thunder and Johnny Eldorado, who were the player and coach respectively in the Rising Stars tournament, face off against Michael Sanderson and Loudmouth Leo Larynx, also player and coach in the Rising Stars tournament. Johnny Eldorado and Loudmouth Leo playing as themselves. Kid Thunder playing as Scarlet Graves, Michael Sanderson as Unique. The winners here, Johnny Eldorado and Kid Thunder. Next up, we have a Ring of Fire match. The Lucha Maniacal Uberstar, playing as himself, faces off against the Hallow King, who was supposed to be playing as himself. However, because there has been an ongoing feud between the Lucha Maniacal Uberstar and the Llama family over the rights to the Llama name, Hallow King played as the Masked Llama in an attempt to defeat the Uberstar and restore the honor of the Llama name. Unfortunately for Hallow King, that did not happen. Lucha Maniacal Uberstar wins. After the match, the Uberstar receives a special broadcast from, I believe, Murata de la Llama, challenging him once again for the rights to the Llama name. So the Llama saga continues, folks. And as a bonus match on the card Friday night, Brian Wait For It Schmidt, who has been chasing the current LFF World Heavyweight Champion John Polverino, looking for a match, gets that match. Brian Schmidt as Brian Wait For It Schmidt takes on John Polverino as John Press 1P. The winner here, Brian Schmidt. Brian Schmidt walks out Friday night as the victor against the man he's been chasing for quite a while. Saturday, we open with a defense of the Tornado Tag Team Championship. Stylo, playing as Manicotti Marinera, faces off against Chris Pate using Dangerous Alliance, Michigan's most dangerous alliance. Chris Pate looking to become a 2-time Tornado Tag Champion. Stylo looking to have a successful defense. The winner here, and new champion, and now 2-time champion, Chris Pate. Chris Pate, once again, Tornado Tag Champion. He lost it back in Oktoberfest, and in time for WrestleMania 2, he is back as the Tornado Tag Champion. Congratulations to him. Next, Alex Flores defends the U.S. Championship against the Harm City Hitman, Andrew Meckie. Mr. Flores is the champion with Macho Manny. The challenger is using Big Bad Bobby D. And the result of the match is a new champion. The Harm City Hitman with Big Bad Bobby D is the new United States champion. Congratulations to him. Next, the championship matches break for the Sunshine Smackdown 2 tournament. This was a different tournament than most of them. You entered as a 3-man team. I've talked about this before. There were limits on certain competitors. On the day, 5 rounds, 30-minute timed rounds. Winning the round earned your team 3 points. So with 3 players, each round you had a maximum of 9 points you could win. If you went the 30-minute time limit, you earned a point for your team, each player, and then if you lost, you earned no points. They're going to take the top 4, possibly more, if there was a tie for 4th place. After 5 rounds, the top 4 teams were The Line, Rusty Trombones, Architects of Aggression, and Sin City. The top 3 teams were actually all tied at 33 points apiece. The 4th place team sat alone at 26. The next highest ranked team had 23 points. So there was just a clean cut to a top 4. 2 rounds. The Line faced off against Sin City. Rusty Trombones faced off against Architects of Aggression. Essentially, each team had to win 2 of the 3 matches. In the finals, Architects of Aggression and Sin City square off. Let me go through the teams real quick. Architects of Aggression were Tim Creaser, Brock Carson, and Vicious Vic Vandal. Sin City was Swaggy D, Matt Hass, and Pride. In the first match, we see Brock Carson as Night Terror face off against Matt Hass as X-Royce. Brock Carson wins that match. In the second match, Swaggy D as Kenny Omega faces off against Vicious Vic Vandal as Public Enemy number 1. Vicious Vic Vandal wins that. And the final match, Pride as Scarlet Graves versus Tim Creaser as Mac Attack. Tim Creaser wins. The Architects of Aggression sweep the finals. They win the Sunshine Smackdown 2 tournament. As a result, they're able to create a card for Super Show the Game that will feature all 3 of them on the art for the card. Congratulations to them. Very impressive victory, tying for first in the opening rounds and then sweeping the finals. After that, we have 4 matches left on the card for Sunshine Smackdown 2. First up, we have a defense of the Deep South Championship. Hold the Line Harry, as Mila Mai walks in as champion. He is challenged by Pride, using the Italian Mambata, the winner, and still champion here, Hold the Line Harry. He will face off against Micah Sanderson at some point in the future. Hold the Line Harry wins the championship. Next up, Peppy Pepper's first defense of the Underworld Championship. Peppy Pepper, as Kaylee Sweet Pea Perry, takes on former Underworld Champion Kirk Polka, using, once again, the new Woolly Bully. And Peppy Pepper defends successfully. He is still the Underworld Champion. Next up, in a hardcore ladder match, Mark Sylvia, the man behind the face, using the new version of Void, must defend his championship against Eddie Fury, playing as Eddie Fury. The winner here veteran player Eddie Fury. Eddie Fury is the new LFF Hardcore Champion. Congratulations to him. Finally, the closing match of Sunshine Smackdown 2. John Polverino, the World Heavyweight Champion, playing as John Press 1P, is challenged by former Underworld Champion Matt Nealon using the bad boy Joey Janela in a modified main event match. And what I mean by modified is normally in a main event match, there can be count-out victories, there can be disqualifications. In this version, there were no countouts or disqualifications. This match was chosen by the general manager just before the start of the match. No one knew what the stipulation was going to be until the start of the match. That was the condition set by the general manager. At crowd meter 4, John Polverino successfully defends. He is still the LFF World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to all of the victors. Congratulations to all the players for putting on great matches this weekend. And that was the result of Sunshine Smackdown 2. The next thing I'm going to talk about is some of the stipulation-themed decks. Going into this week, we knew that there were 2 steel cage-themed decks. One of those decks has already released. The other is still scheduled to release at some point in the future. On Talk of the Universe, this week, they revealed all of the cards that will be in Steel Cage deck number 2, 1 through 27. They didn't talk about any competitors that would be in that deck, so that remains a mystery, but we know the 1 through 27 cards in that deck. SRG Universe also announced and put up for sale at the time of the announcement that there will be a Ring of Fire themed deck. Now, when I say put up on sale, the deck itself is not on sale. Commissions are on sale. You are able to commission a card in the deck, meaning you can choose the art that will be on the card and the name of the card. You cannot choose the effect of the card, but you can choose the art and the name. There was also a create a competitor for the deck that was able to be purchased. That was purchased almost right away by Bob Dunn. He has announced the competitor that's coming out was based on his grandfather. It will be Amos the Iron Man. I like that. A man that worked with Hot Iron, a steel worker, in the Ring of Fire deck does thematically make sense, so that's good. In addition to the competitor, you're able to commission either a strike, grapple, or submission card for $75, or if you want to commission a skill requirement card, you can commission a skill requirement, strike, grapple, or submission card for $85. At the time I'm recording this, when I last checked, all of the grapple skill requirement cards are sold out. But everything else is still available. So if you want to commission a strike card, a grapple card, a submission card, a strike skill requirement card, or a submission skill requirement card in the Ring of Fire deck, you can do so. $75 for the standard cards, $85 for the skill requirement. This will allow you to create the name and the art. You don't have any input on what the card will do. That has already been decided. But this is a way to get your competitor in the Super Show. If you don't want to purchase a full competitor set, you can get him in as art on a card. This is a way to, if you have a competitor that you like to play, or that is you personally purchased that has a gimmick or finish based on keywords, this is a way you can create a card with the keywords in it you need. So, great opportunity, and $75 is less than it usually costs to create a card. Of course, you're not getting the full creation. You can't create what it does, but you do get to name it, and you do get to pick the art for it. That is currently on sale now in the shop section of SuperShowTheGame.com. They released some more information about the Kickstarter. There will be some variant art covers for the 2 issues of the comic book that are going to be part of the Kickstarter campaign. Those will be available at a certain pledge tier. That tier has not been announced. There's also going to be the option to purchase full or half-page competitor spotlights in the comic books. There's going to be one full page each, and then an undisclosed number of half pages where essentially it's your competitor and a biography. Don't know how long the biography is going to be, but you'll be able to purchase that in the comic book. Otherwise, nothing really new about the Kickstarter. Those are the two main things. Rustmania 2. The Rust Belt Recess Games North Olmsted are going to host another live in-person tournament May 15th. The tickets were $35 a piece. At the time I'm recording this, it's sold out. Maybe things will change and more tickets will become available, but as of right now, due to health restrictions in the state, the event is sold out. A lot of people will be coming from all over the place to be there. I would say next to the convention appearance in Huntsville, this will have a very diverse group of people from all over the country coming to this tournament. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of new people there. I will be at Rustmania. Don't know about Huntsville yet. Looking like no. But as a reminder, April 9th through 11th, Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo is in Huntsville, Alabama. SRG Universe will have a booth there. The SRG boss and corporate law will be there. There will probably be organized play there, convention tournaments. If you've never been able to do one of those before, they are fun. So, recommend going and being in that. Probably be some pop-up events as well. But that's what's going on in Huntsville in early April. The general manager has announced that Monday the 22nd, going live on SuperShowTheGame.com, there will be a sign-up for a tournament to determine a contender for the LFF Tornado Tag Team Championship. It will be 64 spots or the number of Tornado Tag competitors printed in the game, whichever is lower. It's going to be a World Cup style, so group stage, cut to a top cut. This will not be one night. It will take place over multiple days. You will pick your competitor. The choice will be made on a first-come, first-served basis, so it will be based on your sign-up order when you register on SuperShowTheGame.com, with one exception that I will talk about later. If you are interested in participating in this tournament, I suggest that you sign up Monday, because spots will go fast and signing up early gets you the best shots at picking the competitor you want to play in the tournament. The general manager has also created a birdcage match and invited 6 factions to choose a representative to play in the match. Those 6 factions are the Higher Class, Crime Wave, the Cuddle Commandos, the Dangerous Wool Order, the Line, and the Armada. Each faction can pick a member to play in this match. What they're going to be playing for, I believe it will be some sort of shot at LFF Gold, but there are no more details than that. Round 3 of the Create a Competitor competition for 2020, the 2020 CCC, kicks off Monday. Pride versus the Memes Dealer. The instructions will be on the post on the SRG Universe Facebook page, but essentially for each hashtag, meme, GIF, video, etc. that you post for one competitor or the other, those will earn those competitors points. The most points at the end of the period, usually 48 or 72 hours, will go on to round 4. Will become a semi-finalist in the 2020 CCC. Finally, with the return of live play, Mr. Pop and Twist has announced that he will be introducing a Mr. Pop and Twist belt. Let me read off what this belt does for you. And actually, before I read it off, let me describe a little bit what this is. This is a belt for in-person play. It's sort of a 24/7 type belt designed for in-person events. And I'm just going to go ahead and read it off now, tell you what it does, and this will sort of answer ultimately what it does. So it is the LFF Pop and Twist Balloon Belt. At the start of your match, draw one card. Your lowest skill is +1. If you lose the match, your opponent wins this card. At the end of the event, give this card to the SRGM to win a prize. So whoever's the GM there, if it's Calais or if it's a local GM running the event, whoever is there, you present this card to them and you will receive a prize. I don't know what the other rules are going to be about it. I don't know how often you're going to be able to challenge for it, but that is what is going on with this belt. We may see this belt debut at WrestleMania. We may see this belt debut at the Huntington Comic and Pop Culture Expo. We will have to see, but very excited to see the LFF Pop and Twist Balloon Belt make its debut in Super Show the game. That is going to be it for the news I'm going to cover for this week. Let's talk about the past tournaments from this week and what's upcoming for next week and beyond. Not a lot of tournaments this week because of the Sunshine Smackdown festivities, but we did have a pop-up tournament Sunday night. This was a trios tournament. We saw in 4th place with the Elite Pete Robinson, Big Match Pete. In 3rd place with the New World Order trio, Candyman Dan. And the final saw Chris Pagillo using the new Barnyard Mafia, or rather the new trio card, Barnyard Mafia. There's not a new version of it. But Chris Pagillo with the Barnyard Mafia face off against Scott Winterbauer using My Girls Trio. The winner here, Scott Winterbauer with My Girls Trio, and this was the exception I was going to discuss earlier with the general manager's Tornado Tag tournament. If Scott Winterbauer signs up to that tournament, he, per the general manager, will receive first pick from the Tornado Tag team list because of this victory. The other tournament this week was a Proving Ground tournament Monday night, a buddy building stipulation tournament. The first one I believe we've had since that stipulation's been released. In 4th place with Merlin Von Berlin was Matt Haas. In 3rd place with Everybody, Edo Ortiz. The finalists saw Chris Pagillo with Everybody take on Kylan Buchter using the general manager John Calais, the new version of John Calais, the winner. Kylan Buchter with general manager John Calais. What made this such a great pick is general manager John Calais's grapple finish, the peasant driver, ignores the buddy building stipulation. The buddy building stipulation requires you to get all 3 finishers in play. When you hit a finisher, it doesn't trigger a finish roll. It's all about getting finishers in play. The peasant driver bypasses all of this because when you hit the peasant driver, you will actually roll a finish roll. So, the peasant driver allows you to win traditionally in a stipulation where you cannot win traditionally. This is great tech, but I believe that this, like Scott Prime in a Vegas Stakes match, will be banned going forward from future buddy building stipulation tournaments. If not Calais himself, then just the peasant driver, because either the Calais player or a Mark Jeff Bravo player using peasant driver will essentially make that stipulation null and void. I don't know if that will happen, but I can see it happen. But congratulations to him and Scott Winterbauer for winning the other 2 tournaments this week. Let's talk about the upcoming tournaments. As always, sort of an honorable mention, there will be the Dojo Tuesday nights. You go to the SRG Universe Twitch page, they're streaming matches, you sign up if you get picked, you choose a card or a competitor set that is currently available on supershowthegame.com. If you win, you and a person of your choosing get a copy of that card or competitor set. If you lose, they discount that card or competitor set on stipulation-themed.com so people can buy it at a reduced price. The rest of the events. Tonight, as I'm recording this, there's going to be a pop-up event. The Wait For It Pop-Up Revolution, starting at 8 p.m. Sunday night. I'm not going to be able to report on this because it's ongoing. I won't have the results until after this episode has gone up. But $5 entrance fee. Snake Pit and D2 are booked. 16 spots available. It will be a group stage cut to a top 8. Random stipulations. There will be a gift card prize for the winner. And if you order a physical product, so if you place an order with this sign up, you will receive a bonus prize. Don't know what that is, but there's a bonus prize available. That is Sunday. Next, Thursday night, the 25th, with a 7:30 p.m. start time, we have Chibi's Seat of Power Tournament number 8. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. $5 entrance fee. Again, it will be group stages, 32 players, cut to a top 16. Stipulations in the top 16. Cage at top 16, steel cage that is. Tables in the quarterfinals. Liger's Den in the semifinals. The finals will be last competitor standing. Saturday, although it is sold out, we do have General Cannoli's Randomness Boot Camp. It was a $5 entrance fee, scheduled for 8 p.m. on the 27th. All matches have random special guest referees, with the finals being main event with a random special guest referee. It's going to be 4 rounds of Swiss, cut to a top 8. And again, even though these are all stipulation matches, disqualifications and countouts are in effect. You can lose by disqualification, you can win by count out. The final event, currently up on SuperShowTheGame.com, is the Final Countdown. April 3rd, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, $5 entry. You do get a setup card for table, ladder, chain, kendo stick, chair, or ring steps. Your choice when you sign up. It's going to be 48 players. First round, you are randomly paired with someone and you play a tag team. Second round, fatal 4-ways. Third round, 2 triple threats. The finals is the best of 3. Steel cage, Liger's Den, and Ring of Fire. There will be a third place match. If you win this tournament, you will become a number 1 contender for the Triad Championship. And that is going to do it for both future events as well as this week's show. A little bit longer than recent shows, but again, a lot to cover with Sunshine Smackdown 2, which once again was just a great tournament and a great weekend of matches. I'd like to thank all of you for listening to this week's show, and good day.